It is practical because, like I told Vimba, there are multiple problems. We need to get transmission right.
Yeah, decentralized.
Wait. If you remove subsidies, you don't get transmission right. You are joking.
Who's going to bring in transmission? Who's going to do it?
Who is going to bring the transmission?
Take your state, Ogun State. Okay, Ogun State wants to get its own transmission grid, right? Who is going to pay for it?
Who is going to bring
Tell me, who will pay for it?
In Nigeria,
Ogun State.
Let me speak now. Oh, yeah. In Nigeria, transmission is deemed as a national security issue, so the government has access over it and takes control of it. That's why they didn't privatize Transmission Company of Nigeria.
The Electricity Act of 2023.
So that's just
you didn't answer the question. Avoiding it because you know the answer.
No, it's not the answer.
Okay, you wait. Let me speak.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The Electricity Act of 2023 decentralizes generation, transmission, and distribution. Wait. Let me finish.
In practical terms.
The Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, has now transferred the oversight powers of the power value chain to Enugu State, I think Lagos. So you are not, Rufai, answer the question. If Ogun State wants to get, Lagos State has put out a tender offer now to get investors to come in here to put here. So if Ogun State says we need, I don't know, $2 billion to set up a transmission grid in Ogun, Rufai, who will pay for it? Answer the question. Just tell me who will pay for it.
Number one, investors will pay for it. That's the answer you want to get.
Which investors?
No, investors that will come into the fray. No, investors that will come into
And how will those investors make their money back?
Hang on a minute. Wait.
How would the investors...
Let me finish.
How would
you let me finish?
Okay, but answer the question.
Your argument gets tacky because you don't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Just let me finish.
Go ahead.
All right? Yes, investors will pay for it. In an ideal sense, yes, you have to get your money back by what people pay in electricity tariffs, isn't it? And that's why a lot of people are saying, oh, let's have cost-reflective tariffs. That's the argument. That's the plain argument. But let me tell you, you see, that's what the problem I have with you, ROTUS. You act like you live in America when you're in Nigeria. At first, transmission capacity is held by the state. You know why it's held by the state? National security concerns. That's why when we had our dance with Manitoba Hydro, it never went anywhere. The government still took control of it. The national grid as we speak today, because it's not working effectively, I would have wanted the case, okay, if you privatize the national grid, but the government will not let it be like that. So the practicality of who is going to bring money into the private sector and the government will give you the national transmission grid, let's stop kidding ourselves. Okay. Wait, let me finish.
All right.
Let me finish. Secondly, the components based on privatization you need money for is the production of the power itself. The power that is in turn being loaded on the grid because you need transmission. But when you look at it, with this new regime of removal of power subsidies, I have spoken to people in the power sector that produce power in this country that said, yes, for the band A, those that are there, their production cost of the power, what they're paying the band A as tariff rate, covers the production cost. And that's why it's staggered. But the question is, has it worked? No. When the argument was made, oh, we'll remove the subsidy, we'll have bandia and everything, didn't they promise you to have high amount of electricity per day? Did that work? So you cannot say and argue for express privatization and bringing investors in when you have not solved the itinerant problems that is on ground. I put your question back to you. The promises they made for Band A, who is enjoying the Band A promises? Has it worked? So at first, you see, what you fail to realize, and that's why some of your arguments are very funny to me, ROTUS, is, like I always say, culture will eat strategy for breakfast. You are talking about a sane system in America
1 second. Okay.
Where everything works precept by precept. Vimbai was just talking about a story now that even in Germany, what did they just do? Didn't they just bring back the subsidies to be able to boost production? So what are we saying?
Okay.
That's the argument you're always making.
All you've done is just say the same thing. You've just done something called circling the wagons. You didn't answer the question. Yeah. Wait, hold on. You just went all the way to the end to Mushi and came back without.
At least I made my point.
No, you didn't make any points. I mean, you keep saying America. We don't need to get into America.
Yeah.
I almost said Zimbabwe. Yeah. Zimbabwe. You remember the story? E.G. Cross. Arise News went to the Afri-Exim Bank annual meetings. The Afri-Exim Bank signed a deal with two companies. One of them was a power company in Zimbabwe. The second one was in Nigeria. And the gentleman from EG Cross, who played the clip here, he said the only way that you can bring investment is to completely liberalize the sector. No need to go to America. Okay. I'm not done. Zimbabwe liberalized the sector and brought investors in. So all that one you're saying about the states does not stand.
We are out of time, boys. We are out of time.
Subsidies and bring investors in.
Stop. We are out of time. We are out of time.
Just a minute. Ask Vimbai here. Because he brought that story. Did liberalize? Did he work? Did he provide the power you people needed? Maybe you answered him now. So what's your argument?
So
we should stay in darkness.
You make phony arguments. That's the problem.
To summarize, because we're going to go to break now.